Hi there. How are you? Um, Welcome to my third episode of Stacy Midlife. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is love. Yes, love. Yes, that's the subject for today is love. Um, The reason why I wanted to bring this to you is because we're in a time where I think division is getting greater. And as the scripture says, the love of many is waxing cold. So, love in the greater number is waxing cold. So, we feel a cold hardness that's happening in our world. We're feeling the pains of loving, trying to love when the odds are stacked against us right now. There's so many people out here that are wounded, that are in midlife, that have tried marriages, are divorced, still in a marriage, trying to make it work. All of that's going on right now. And so, how do we continue to love when there's so much out here that's working against the whole notion of loving someone? And let me tell you something that happened this morning. In to my point. Um, oh, by the way, let me do a little housekeeping because I had a call just before this call, right? And it was from a cousin who is caring for her 89-year-old mom. And the mom has been fiercely independent, fiercely independent. She married once, had her children, never married again, raised her children, and did a lot in the community in terms of she had a daycare in her home, raised other people's children. I mean, this woman, my cousin Patty, extraordinary woman. She's a woman I aspire to be in terms of loving, kind, generous, selfless in so many ways. But she grew up in a lot of pain. She grew up in a household, there was a lot of pain. Her mom, which was my aunt, was not a nice person. I don't know what I'm saying. She was nice to people she liked. Let's put it that way. So she wasn't a total scoundrel. If she liked you, you're in like Flint. But she and my mom grew up in an orphanage. Their whole siblings, the girls, there were girls. Their brother was put into a juvenile delinquency facility, and so he basically wasn't raised with them. But so they all grew up in an orphanage. So can you just imagine growing up in an orphanage in a whole nother city and being away from your mom, your aunts, your cousins? Your family were the people at the orphanage, and they were there until they were dang near grown. They went in when they were little and they stayed there. It was very hard. So that's her mother's mother. That's the story behind Patty. So Patty now is 89, and she's the matriarch of the family, and we love her. And now my cousin has to decide, can I care for my mom? And the backdrop to that is she and her mom, I think they're too much alike, honestly. I think they're too much alike, and I think that's part of the problem, because we don't like the reflection of that we see in other people, particularly when we know it's a reflection of ourselves. And so sometimes it causes a little confusion because remember the mirror? I didn't bring my mirror today, but remember the mirror? Sometimes we have to look in the mirror and see what part we play, or look in the mirror and see how we're responding and that stuff. Because some people have a poker face. I never had a poker face. Never. I have no cut cards. I'm just who I am, y'all. That's why my channel, my Instagram channel is Stacy247. Because people tell me, Stacy, I've known you since you were a kid. You're the same. 247. I'm the same. 247. At least I try to be on an even keel. But people know how to ruffle your feathers. So the whole idea of love. So she called me this morning and she doesn't know what to do because it's not working. She moved back in with, not moved, she's staying with her mom temporarily just to see, because she just got this dementia diagnosis. So when we were talking today, and I said, because my cousin Patty, she got a strong tongue, and she can cut you with it, and she's been cutting her daughter. Her daughter's really giving up a lot to help her mom, deservedly. But she's got a really sharp tongue, and so my cousin is feeling like she can't do this. So, and I agree, she might not be able to. To be honest, you might not be the one to care for your elderly family. It might not be you. I mean, midlife, some of us are at different stages of midlife. I know when my mom was going through her dementia, my children were still sort of little, and so I couldn't take it on. I just knew I couldn't. I was a full-time lawyer practicing private practice, trying to, bring in the bacon, and, with 3 kids, I knew I couldn't do that. I could not take in my mom as much as my heart was in the right place. I just could not. So, so Vicky, and I'm not gonna say her name too much because I don't want to out her, but maybe she's gonna be turning in. But she's trying. I mean, she's trying with everything she has to be there for her mom. But her mom's words are so cutting, and her response, because there's so much alike. Her response is, I got you back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that one thing to get you back, because I know it's going to hurt your feelings, because you're hurt my feelings right now. I'm going to say something, both our feelings are going to be hurt by the time this conversation is over. That's just how people roll. Hey, so I'm not judging it. I'm just commenting. I just want you to understand in your midlife what you may be going through, and to help you in this particular situation of elder care. So what I said to her, because I was trying to rush her off the phone because I had this show to do, and what I said to her was, and it's hard for me to talk about it because this is my best cousin too. I love her so much. I said, just keep this in mind. Remember, there's going to be a last thing you say to your mom. There's going to be one last thing you're going to say to your mom. You don't know when you're going to have that conversation. You don't know when it's going to happen. And so you may walk in and find her in her favorite chair, gone. Just keep in mind, when you're talking to your mom and when she's, just keep in mind that whatever you say to her might be the last thing you say to her. You got to live with that. She gone. She probably cussed you slam out. That's possible because she cusses a lot. Oh, anyway. But what is the last thing you're going to say to your mom? What memory are you going to have to cherish? It ain't going to be that I cussed her back out. I almost slipped on what's a bad word. But anyway, that's not what's going to be. It's going to be that memory. And memories fade over time and you'll get over it. But So that was my advice to her today was, just remember your last words to your mom, maybe today, tomorrow, a year from now. But just, that saying, make your words soft and sweet. How's it go? Because you never know which ones you got to eat and relive and retell, right? So I think that's very important. And I want to thank everybody that's on. I don't have my glasses. I did it again. I don't have my glasses on. They're way over there. I'm not getting up. So I can't read you. I really have to look close to the camera to see who's on and who's not. So thank you all for joining me this morning. The conversation is about loving past whatever you have to love past. And the show is only 30 minutes, so we've got a short time together, and so I want to make it valuable for you and fun for me, actually. I love having fun, and I love people. You know what? I have learned to love people. I don't like all y'all because people are not likable all the time, right? But you have to love because we are commanded. When they ask the Messiah, what is the greatest commandment? And that is to love. To love your neighbor, love your enemy. Oh, come on, God. You couldn't mean that. Oh, I didn't mean to slam that my hand down. I'm black. Black and Italians, we talk with our hands like, and when you're in a little small space, it gets in the way. So I'm gonna work on that. Maybe I should sit on them. But anyway, that's the greatest commandment is love. And how do you do that in the 21st century when we all know love is waxing cold? Some people, you feel like, I know some people, I feel like you must have ice cubes running through or ice water rather, running through your veins. If you got cubes, you're just going to block your arteries, you're going to die. But anyway, so you must have ice running through your veins because you are very cold. And but we have to love that person. Not because I said it. Don't take my word for it. Take our Father's word for it. when he spoke through his son to us. Yes. Who did you have to love on recently that you didn't really want to love on? Maybe I don't know. I'm thinking about a teenager. I have teenage grandkids, so granddaughters. So sometimes they're not lovable. Sometimes they are just woo. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to share with you a book I bought, and I've been trying to read it. Now I don't know. I don't own the rights to this book, but I know it's a Christian ministry where I got the book, so I think they will give me a pass on this. So, and we're going to move on from elder care to adult children. Who in here has adult children? Can you put a 1 or something in the comments if you have an adult child? You're parenting adult child? Yes. Love your enemy. Yes. Can't imagine loving the devil. Oh, I don't think he called us to love the devil. Do you? You think he said love the devil? I don't know. You will have to research that and get back to me on that one. Okay, so you have an adult child. Okay, Ray, you have an adult child. I hope that relationship is good. I hope that relationship is hunky-dory. Is it a male or a female, by the way? Because I think male, female, male, whatever. I think those relationships are, they have different components to them, different complexities to them. So I think that, this is another thing the Bible says. In the last days, the mother and the daughter will fight. Oh, you have a male. Oh, you have two. You have both. Oh, I'm not going to out you. I'm not going to out you and tell you which one you get along with better. Probably the one that's least like you is the one you get along with better. I would say that much. You can comment on that if you'd like. If not, you can keep that our little secret. All right, or your little secret. Anyway, well, if you put it out there, it's going to be our secret. But anyway, not so much. But anyway, so let's get back to this because our time is going to go quickly. Because I'm having fun. And when you're having fun, your time always goes fast, right? So anyway, so this book is called, and I searched long and hard for a book on this topic because I have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. And so I searched long and hard to find a book to help me understand how am I going to love my adult children in the proper way, because I can't wipe their little noses. I can't make them put their gloves on a cold day. I can't make them put on my hat and a scarf, and I can't choose who they love. That's the big part. Ooh, that's the hard part. Like, oh no. When your child brings home their new person, yep, you have a reaction to that. And dads, I've heard y'all pull out baseball bats, so I'm not mad at that. But anyway, so the book is doing life. Yeah. Oh, midlife. Doing life. Now midlife with your adult children. But here's the advice. Listen, can y'all see that? It said, it's probably backwards. I don't know how this works just yet because I'm new. But anyway, keep your mouth shut and the welcome mat out. That's a hard one. Okay? And it's by Jim Burns, and this is from New Life Ministries. I love New Life Ministries. I'm just gonna do a plug for them. I don't get paid for them, but I followed them forever. I've been donating to their channel, buying their books forever. Yes, so I got this book from their website. But yes, so let me read you what I marked for you guys today because I've come prepared to do my show for you. All right, so here's the tip for today. Are y'all ready? It says, okay, this is about, this is how to deal with them. This is how to deal with them. And you got 2 kids, so this may be really good for you. Ray? Yes. Everybody, welcome to the channel, by the way. Did I say that already? Okay, I want to say it all the time. All right, so the question is, don't dump your anger and frustration on your child. It's never a good idea to dump stuff on them. If you need to have a conversation, and you will, make sure you aren't just unloading your feelings on them. Okay? So I don't know if I can read this because it's copywritten material, but I'm going to say the last thing. It says, and then the question was, did she still need to vent her anger and frustration? Yes. This is the mom. This is me and you. This is me and you, the parent, right? Did I really need to dump that frustration I had with my child on that child? Did I? They're grown, okay? They're not teenagers. I can't mold them after 18. Who you gonna mold in their teens, by the way? Because if you didn't do it when they were in elementary school, you probably doing an uphill battle. You probably spoiled the kid and now and spared the ride. So now you got this little monster. But anyway, that being said, so the question is, did you still need to vent her anger and frustration? Yes, but she did that. But she did that with a trusted friend and not her daughter. You see that? A good girlfriend, a good guy friend. Hey, man, I gotta talk to you right now. You busy? Guess what my daughter did today? And then you have that conversation, because then your daughter never knows you have that conversation if it's a confidant, and you can continue to have a good relationship with your children. Yes, because that's part of the love. That's part of, don't let love go cold on you, right? With the people you love. And this is another thing, this is another midlife tip, because my children are grown. Another picture in my on my channel page is when they're in their teens, but I love that picture. I love that picture, and I wanted you guys to see that I am a mom, and come to my channel and find out what stage of life I'm in. So, in talking to my son, I lost my train of thought, but it'll come back to me. But anyway, oh, I know what I said. Thank you, Holy Ghost. This is a God-based, faith-based channel, and we working with the Holy Spirit. My co-pilot is the Father. He said, I said, Mom, I'm having trouble having a relationship with a particular person that's important to me. And I'm thinking about, should I drop this relationship, continue in this relationship? That's a hard question, because I'm going to tell you what I did, okay? I went through my phone and said to myself, self, you're a loving person. You got love in your heart, a lot of love. I always pray over my heart. Pray over your heart too. Pray over your heart. Ask God to give you a clean heart. Psalm 51, renew a right spirit within me. Lord, give me a clean heart, a pure heart, one that God will not despise. So anyway, back to the question. So the question was, the answer, I'm going to answer it. I went through my phone. Wait, before I do that, I went through my phone and I took out numbers of people that I have been reaching out to consistently. Young, old, people that I've been just pouring into. I thought I was pouring into them. I was actually getting on their nerves. I don't know if they have a limited plan and can't get all those text messages with videos and stuff. They was like, eh. So they stopped responding to me. So I did a little exercise. I got my phone book. I got a book, and I put the old-fashioned Rolodex. I got a phone book, and I wrote everybody's number. It was a long list of people that I had not responded to me in a very, very long time, because I didn't want my feelings involved. Who wants to get their feelings hurt trying to reach out to somebody? Nobody. But anyway, so I went through. I made a whole list of people and took them out of my phone. I have like 2,000 contacts in my phone because I love people. I stay in touch. So anyway, so I went through and took a lot of the phone numbers out, and I said, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see who reaches back out to me for whatever reason, just to say, hi, I'm checking on you. And those people's numbers got put back into my phone. And again, and I've learned to ask people, is it okay to send you stuff? That's the other thing. You don't assume somebody wants to hear your mouth. You tune it into me because you want to hear my mouth. If you don't tune in, that's a sure sign you don't want to be bothered. Okay, so that's what I did, and that was a beautiful exercise, because it's been about a year now, I think, and people are slowly coming back. Hey, Stacey, I heard from you in a while. Well, because you know what? I was waiting to hear back from you because I didn't know how you felt about me, and if you love me, you'll reach out to me, and you'll check on me, and you'll want to hear my voice, and you want to know how I'm doing. So that was that. So that was that exercise. Try it. Go through your phone. If you like me and you always the one that's reaching out, you the one that's got the extending the hand. If that's you, I'm the hand extender. If those people are like, get them out your phone. Get about your phone because I'm emotional. So I'm scrolling trying to get to the phone number of somebody that I know loves me, and I gotta look at all these people that like dissing me or just protecting themselves from me because that could be their version of it. Whatever it is, and I could see their phone numbers, and I would get sad. I was like, oh, I haven't heard back from this person or that person. So anyway, it worked. It worked. I took the numbers out, and I'm happier for it. Okay, and so back to the answer to my son's question. Here's what I said. And y'all can judge me on this. Y'all can decide whether I'm right or wrong on this. And I would love to know your feelings on this. Oh, my girl, Dale. Oh, Dale, you made it. Dale's all the way in Los Angeles, California. She has the Dale 2.0 show Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock. We have fun on her show. So check out Dale. Okay, but back to what I was saying. Yes. So to answer to my son's question, and honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember what the relationship was. I can't remember who it was. He was just trying to decide whether to keep a relationship going, right? Because the relationship has to keep going. You know what I mean? They keep going. They evolve. You know, they keep going. They just do. I mean, you look back. I've got friends from childhood. Do you? Y'all have friends from your childhood? Do y'all have a bestie from your childhood? I have several friends that right now can pick up the phone and we act like no time has passed. We've been friends since early childhood. But anyway, so here was my advice to my son. I said, any relationship worth having is worth working on. Now, my mom always said, June, I told you y'all gonna hear her words a lot through me. She said it takes two to tango, two to be in a relationship. It's give and take. And so you have to decide, where you're going with it. And if it's not healthy, clearly something has to change. Whether you invite them to go to counseling with you, whether or not you just get some distance or take some time away, however you want that relationship to look, that's on you guys together because it's two, right? And then sometimes you just have to fall off and see what they do, like I did with my phone log. But I said to him, and I meant it from the bottom of my heart, some relationships you should never let go. No matter how hard, and I know there's this whole trend about no contact and walking away and not contacting people for years because they offended you or because they, whatever. You know what I mean? And I get it. Some toxic relationships are just that. They ain't going to grow. They ain't going to mend. They ain't going to do squat. But just like I said to my cousin Vicky, let the last thing you say to that person maybe be, I love you. I can't do this relationship, but I love you nonetheless. Because my mom always said this, self-preservation is the first law of man. And my same son, whose heart is big as this heart is full of gold, I told him this. I said, when you're on an airplane and the air pressure begins to drop and the pilot says, put on your air masks, your first person to put the mask on is you, right? And then if you have a child or an elderly person or somebody that needs your assistance, that comes second, right? First your mask, then their mask. He was like, no, Mom, no, I'm going to protect that child. Son, think about this. If you pass out, what they gonna do? Because you don't know how quick it's gonna happen. So get your mask on so you can take care of the person that you need to take care of. So take care of you, whatever your emotional needs are, physical needs are, whatever they are, take care of you so you can present better as a friend, as a lover, as a relative. Get care of you. So, and then mend that relationship. If it's worth it, mend it. Don't let it be broken. Come on, y'all. It's work. Who told y'all relationships wasn't going to be work? I don't think anybody did. If they did, stop talking to that person because they probably got a lot of more dumb stuff today that you don't need to hear. Well, but I take that back. Let me tell you what my mom was. She would not like that statement. You know why? Because she said, Stacy, you can learn something from anybody. You can, and remember the donkey that had to bring the message to the man? Who was that? Saul? Wasn't it a donkey that had to talk to Saul? Saul wasn't listening to nobody. No human being could talk to Saul. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, making that noise. Sit on my hands. Yeah. Yeah. What happened? He said he was a donkey. So anyway, don't let a jackass have to come tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out yourself, right? Figure it out yourself. And if it's a relationship, if it's broken, go back and try to fix it. Because you don't want to leave this planet, and you don't want them to leave this planet without that relationship being restored if you can help it. I know it's not always possible, and I know that no contact thing, but that's not willy-nilly. That's like this. Okay, so my daughter, God bless her, she's a strong woman. She was like, Mom, I'm setting boundaries. Okay. I'm learning that everything that comes to your mind doesn't have to come out your mouth. And when your kids, you don't treat them like your friends. You don't treat them like, you know what, I want my friend to come back over tomorrow or next week. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say because my friend ain't coming back. With your kids, you say what the heck you want. Like, look, I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? Whether you like it or not, I'm telling you this. And then when they, oh, there we go, sorry. And then when you don't hear from them for 4-5 months, it's because what? You said it out your mouth and you should have held that. Called your friend. You should have waited, called your bestie, and talked about, girl, or dude, let me tell you, right? That's where that should have landed. Not on your child or not on somebody that you really, really love. Sometimes silence is golden. So I say that to say this. Clearly, if the relationship is one that you need, they need, don't let it go. Don't let it go. That's on them. Well, it can be. Because remember, like I said, two to tango, you know, relationships. Oh, you know what came in my mind right now? I can't sing, so bear with me. I found love. Dale, you can sing this. On a two-way street. And lost it where? On a lonely highway. So don't lose love on a lonely highway because you made it lonely. Because you decided to drop everybody off and not pick nobody back up. Look, I dropped him back off in Texas. I'm not going to pick him up in Maryland or whatever. And maybe that's the good answer. Maybe that is the right answer. But I didn't say those relationships that weren't worth it. I said any relation, thank you for your hearts, any relationship that's worth having is worth salvaging, is worth your time, worth your effort, work all of that. And you know what? Sometimes the best thing to do is turn them over to God and let God bring them back to you. Because he'll remind them, hey, remember you need her. Remember you need her because I put her in your life. She's your cousin. She's your brother. She's your mother. So I think you need to get back into that relationship, right? Timing is everything. Timing is everything. And that being said, we're getting close to the end of the show. I had a few more things. Oh, I wanted to... Okay, so on that note, keep love alive. Keep love alive, right? Keep love alive. Okay, that's my take on love. Okay. Y'all. So this is a Christian channel, so we can talk about Christian stuff, right? No offense. Bryant's wife's dress. Oh boy, that's catching stuff. That's catching stuff, ain't it? And it should have. Let's keep talking about the things that matter with people that we love. We love our church family, so we gotta call them on the carpet. Hey, I'll give you full licenses. So if I say something dumb, stupid, retarded, or something y'all just like, she was a little off. That was a little off. Tell me about it because iron sharpens iron. And I may have said it with all due sincerity and could have been sincerely wrong. Call me on the carpet. But yeah, I think that my take on that dress was it was a bit much. I think that was for a private dinner with her and her man, where he's looking at her and he ready to take her home and take that dress off. That's what that dress was for. It was not for public consumption. That's just my take on that. Oh, also, I watched the Diddy special last night. I wasn't prone to watch it, but it popped up. So I was like, let me watch the Diddy special. And all I can say is, don't mock God, folks. I've done it. One day I'll tell you that story. Oh, I got to know you a little better, though. But yes, he just kept mentioning God through this whole documentary. Well, they kept putting clips in because he didn't have anything to do with this documentary. Of course, he probably didn't wish it. He probably wishes it never happened. But hey, when you put stuff in motion, there you go. So yes, so he kept mentioning God. He changed his name to Love. So we gotta love him. He's our brother according to him. People have called him the devil. People have called him all kinds of sort of manner of evil names. But anyway, God will not be mocked. That was my take on that video. And his story is evolving. His story is evolving, and we don't know where it's going to end. No one knows. And the other thing is, too, we don't know what's in a person's heart. We cannot see in a person's heart. We have to look at their actions. So anyway, on that note, I want to tell you, I love you for tuning into my channel. I'm very sincere about that. I hope you come back next Sunday at same time, same YouTube channel at 11 o'clock, and bring a friend. Can you bring a friend? And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm getting it, to push it out to more people. I'm getting the YouTube lingo. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Today's the first day of the week, so I hope you enjoy your week. And if you go to church, say a little prayer for me. All right. Bye-bye. Shalom. Thank you.